This is Simon. We're engaged. This is Simon.
Hello.
My fiancé.
The love of your life.
He's not comfortable. This is Simon.
What do I say there?
Just hi. That's what you would do in real life. Today, we're going to answer some questions about us while he does my makeup. Do you know anything about makeup?
No. I used to have some like concealer
Okay.
for spots when I was a bit younger.
Yeah.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
I had quite chronic acne.
Okay. So anyway, he's going to do my makeup today while we answer some questions. We're just going to see how that goes. I'm expecting chaos. It's a condensed version. The order of things is important.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Let's
go.
Let's start. So what are you starting with?
So many good options.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is just going to separate out some of this. So we've got the concealer.
So the first question is, how did you meet?
Yes. Well.
Simon and I met in 2016, 9 years ago, and we went on our first date in Chiswick Park. We met on a dating app, controversial at the time, but
Wow.
now it seems to be the norm.
Well, is it? It feels like it's not
know.
what the kids are doing anymore.
No, but we don't know what the kids are doing, let's be honest. So we met and we went on a few dates, didn't we?
Yes.
And they were quite good dates.
They're amazing. We had not the same for you.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
We decided no. We decided to stop.
You were in your lost years.
I was
guess.
25 and I was very lost. Having fun, but
Yeah.
very lost.
Okay.
I didn't really know what was happening most of the time. I feel like it was like, oh, what's this?
This is just I'm just preparing,
Okay.
just activating the follicles of. Your...
So the foundation is this.
Oh, that's cream.
A tinted cream.
Okay. Quite a lot. You're not meant to put a lot. Sorry, am I hurting you?
No, this feels great. We went on 3 dates, life happens, and it just didn't blossom into a relationship.
Yeah. So with this foundation, is it meant to sort of rub in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years later, during COVID, Simon was probably very lonely. And he messaged me on Instagram. I hadn't heard from him in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He messaged me saying, hey, how are you? Do you remember me?
Mm.
And I remembered him.
Well, no, you didn't actually. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
was
that's Simon.
So you'd blocked my number and what was it?
No, I didn't block your number, I don't think, did I?
I don't think this is working out very well. It's like mud, isn't it?
We then, it's not meant to be like mud.
Is it like you have to go quite hard? Like...
No, I think that makes it worse.
Oh, right, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm doing
It's
it
a
too hard.
gentle touch.
I'm going to need to do some more there.
Some more?
Oh, is that, you don't usually use that much?
No, I don't feel like I do. That is so much.
Oh, is it?
Oh my god.
I just know how to apply sun cream. That's a bit of moisturiser.
And you do apply it all. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen you applying cream on your face.
But what I'm going to do is
like in your eyes. You asked me out for coffee in Haggerston Park because it was COVID times and we couldn't go anywhere or do anything.
2021, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, you planned about a bottle of wine and it was like a lovely afternoon.
Yeah, it was the middle of March, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
it's quite cold.
That was how we met.
After that, concealer.
You don't put a lot of that on, okay?
Where do I put it?
Where do you think? Where do I need it?
Maybe...
Yeah. How long have we been together?
We've been together for 4 years and a few months now, 4 months.
4. What was your first impression of each other? Well, the first time around, I remember thinking, yeah, he's good looking. And the second time around, I was like,
What was I thinking?
your backpack was massive.
Really?
Yeah, you had a huge
That was
backpack.
your main
That's
thought?
the first thing. That's
Crikey,
the first
I've done
thing.
well, haven't I, to get this far? That
You arrived at, because of this
Second
picnic,
impression.
this like, we were going on a picnic, you came with this like, that's what I remember. What about you?
Well, you had a really big impact on me the second time round.
The second time.
No, the first
time was irrelevant.
No, the first time was really nice, but it was the wrong time.
And then the second time round,
It was our time, 100. We're very similar, you see. We have very similar humour. which is very important to me. And that was the thing that I remember being very surprised about. And the fact that you're very genuine.
You have put concealer everywhere but where I would put concealer.
Where do you usually...
Under the eyes, where we look the most tired. You put a little bit, yeah, and there. And then you rub it gently. There we go. You're doing great. Who said I love you first?
Well, I did it how most emotionally illiterate guys do it. We approach it with anger and frustration. Yeah, we got into a big bust up and it turned out it was because I didn't realise how stressful it is to love someone without having the courage to tell them. So I told you, didn't I? But it was an interesting build-up. It was very dramatic.
It was very dramatic.
It was in
the pouring rain.
In the pouring rain, in the car.
We had argued all the way home, and then in the car you were like, but this is why. Yeah, it was very us.
Actually, our friends Andy and Sarah can attest to this because they were there, we were all out together.
It all went sideways when Sarah told me, oh, well, you guys will be moving in soon. And I said, God, no. I was like,
I was quite in at this point. Bear in mind, I was thinking, I love this woman. And she was like, God, no.
No, I'm not moving in, that's too big.
I've got stuff in your hair.
So you didn't like that at all. And so all the walk home in the rain, I was like, why is he upset? What's going on? And he was like, what do you mean? Like, you've just said this. And I was like, but I was just like, I just think it's really soon. We were like 2 months, 3 months in, and I was like, this is too soon to think about moving in. Are you nuts? And you were thinking, oh, she doesn't love me. What is this?
And I suppose in your head you needed that level of certainty from me to to have conversations about moving in, commitment, etc.
Yeah, and commitment is scary.
Yeah.
So you blush now.
Where does one go?
Where does blush go?
Just there.
What's your partner's go-to food or guilty pleasure?
Yours is chocolate all the time, and she's got this desk in her room and she's always on at me about eating this, that and the other. Like, I'll have a cracker or something. Something with the slightest bit of carbohydrate, and I'll get an earful. Meanwhile, that desk in there, I'm not allowed to look, obviously, but that thing is full.
It's my goodies.
It's probably a rat's nest in there. How long are those? Is that stuff?
No, they don't stay there long. It's because you would steal the biscuits. I have to hide the biscuits, and they're mine.
Yeah.
Your guilty pleasure is chips, chicken tenders and chips.
Chicken tenders and chips.
Okay. But you like chips.
I do, but it's been so long now. I'm a bit like...
It's been like 3 weeks. Simon's on a crash diet for this wedding.
Why are you calling it a crash? It's not a thing. I'm not crashing.
Is it not? Well, you crash a bit. This is for the eye, so you choose what colour you'd like to put on my eyelid. You get to go rogue here.
Eyelid?
Here.
Okay.
Who's the messy one and who's the neat freak? This would get us in trouble, I think, this question.
To be honest, I know... Yeah. Let's just move on to the next one, shall we?
If your relationship had a theme song, what would it be? That's a really good question. I think it'd be like something like the soundtrack of a really dramatic film.
I go a bit more romantic than that.
Oh, what would you think of?
That nice song from the one with Tom Hanks there.
Something from Otto, the Otto one. You'd go for that song?
Yeah.
The one that makes you cry every time?
No. I mean, it's like a lot.
Whatever you think looks good.
Right.
I would go with something like, what's that? My favourite composer, The Horse Whisperer. Thomas Newman, any song from him. Which of you is the most dramatic?
Oh, that's a tie, I think.
Yeah, we're really dramatic, both of us. What's one thing your partner does that always makes you laugh? You have a really good shimmy of the hips stance that gets me giggling.
We've got quite a lot of bits, haven't we, with each other?
Yeah. You're using this eyebrow pencil, so you brush the eyebrow and then you pencil it.
Brush the eyebrow, okay.
What's one thing I do that makes you laugh?
You do so many things, you're very funny.
What's one thing? That's the question.
That, I mean...
What, you fill it in, so where you feel like there's less hair, you fill it in.
I mean... I don't know really, I mean,
Doing really good, you're doing really good.
Okay.
What's your partner's love language? I think we have the same one. What is it, the affectionate? We like hug. We're very huggy.
Yeah, very tactile like that.
If your partner was a dog breed, which one would that be and why? You're a Labrador, all the way.
I think you would be like a very...
Oh, be careful here.
I imagine sort of a very tall, slender, elegant dog. I'm trying to think the likes of which you see in Paris.
A Dalmatian?
I could see a Dalmatian.
I'll take that.
Not to feed
I'll take
words,
that.
but yeah.
What's their biggest irrational fear? You have a real fear of bugs, like flies, moths, a spider. You'll freak out.
It gives me the real ick, but I'm not like super scared. I'll deal with it, but it's not a good day for anyone around me.
This one is you pencil in, just you dot my thing here.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then eyeliner. That's the hardest bit.
Oh, like an Egyptian.
Yeah. And then the other one. What's their coffee order? Well, that's easy. You're a flat white.
Yeah, and you're a oat or almond flat white. But sometimes you'll go for a chai latte.
Yes.
If you're in Cedric Paulet's restaurant.
That's true. They have a really good chai. And then the last bit is mascara, honey. Oh, and the lip. If your partner won the lottery, what would be the first thing they'd buy? You'd buy like a house with a drum set. With a
mascara.
This one.
Okay, where's this one go?
You do this.
Oh, that's too close to your eyeballs.
You'll be fine. If you won the lottery, you'd buy a house with a studio for your drums. Oh, you're going under? Wow.
You'd probably buy your mama a house or
That's
something.
true. What's a TV show or movie they love but you can't stand? Well, everything I watch you can't stand.
No,
Everything's weird.
that's not entirely true. We have these magical moments every 2 to 3 years where we find a series that we both really enjoy. And that series is excellent
Yeah,
usually.
This Is Us.
This
we
Is
watched the
Us.
entire run of This Is Us.
It was so good.
It was very, very good. Oh my god.
Oh, it's quite a lot actually. Maybe... Yeah, you see, you don't really need a lot, do you?
How does that look?
It doesn't look great.
Speed round. Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
City life or country quiet?
Country quiet.
I'm city life. Night owl or early bird? We are opposites.
Opposites.
Texting or calling?
Calling.
I don't really like calling,
Mm.
but I'll do it. Sweet or salty snacks? I'm just chocolate.
I'll go with slightly more sweet, but I'm
You've
right in the
changed.
middle.
You used to be salty.
Yeah, I'm a changed man.
This makeup. All right, let's have a little look. Oh my god.
I really tried there.
Oh my god, honey. Look. I can. What is this? I look like the Joker. You just said the eyes aren't that bad. Let's take a moment here.
I don't understand. I think it's the products.
And my mole is there.